Draft Bastards.
Welcome to Draft Bastards, a podcast that features four brothers consuming and reviewing craft and microbrews from the New England area, all while discussing the topic of the day. This episode will be taking a look at a couple of craft beers from Lithermans Limited out of Concord, New Hampshire. And while we decimate those tasty libations, we will be examining our hopes and fears for the Mandalorian Season 2. So spark up your laser swords. It's time for the show. What up, what up, what up? Greetings to one and all on this, our first episode of Draft Bastards. My name is Jay O'Neill, and I will be your moderator. With me are my three bro hosts, Mikey.
Yo.
Baruch.
Hello.
And Kevin.
What up?
Now, for full disclosure, two of us have been diagnosed with attention deficit, and the other two never bothered getting tested. So, be prepared for plenty of tangents in the conversations. Also, none of us are public speakers, so please excuse the ooms and ahs and stumblings that will happen. That's about it. My dudes, are we ready to drink some beer and talk some Mandalorian today?
I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, right? You gonna crack already?
I'm cracking it.
All right,
He's ready.
You can go crack.
Actually, he's ready. Should we talk about the can?
Yeah, we can talk about some cans. Let's talk about what we're gonna be looking at. We're gonna be doing two samples from Lithermans Limited Brewery in Concord, New Hampshire. Lithermans. They've been in business for about 4.5 years. Doc, Steve, and Michael have been running it. Cool guy, Mike. I talked to him on Facebook, just trying to get an idea of the vibe up there. He let us know that it's an old school vibe in a modern setting. They're live DJs and reggae all the time. Pop-up kitchen on Fridays. They have frequent food trucks show up. So it sounds like a really cool place. And I think we should all go up sometime. I think that would be cool. Now, here's the cool part. Before they opened, they were actually home brewing for about 10 years. But before that, they were a hip-hop group called Lithermans Load. Now, according to Michael, he says that you can't find that music online anymore. Well, Michael, unfortunately, that's not true. It's literally the third option on Google when you look up Litherman's Load. The music is available, and dude, it ain't that bad. It is like an alternative hip hop. It's kind of it's cool. So check it out if you want. But anyway, the beer that we're going to be trying today is the Sunday Matinee, which is an English blonde ale. We'll also be trying the Misguided Angel, which is a New England IPA. Now, I did want to do the sour. It's their Little Peach of My Heart sour. But after talking to the boys here, we thought it would be a good idea to actually have a New England IPA for the first show anyway. So we will come back to that Little Peach. We will save her for later. So today we're going to do the Matinee and the Misguided Angel. We're starting off with the Matinee. Mikey, what's the horsepower on this?
Let's see here.
5.7.
Thank you, Brewer.
I found it.
5.7. They are 16-ounce cans. From what I understand, this is an homage to the old school punk shows in Boston, the Sunday Matinee. So let's crack them open. I am excited because we're going to be talking about Mandalorian while we drink this.
That's actually really cool that they named it Sunday Matinee. I guess was kind of unaware of these types of shows back in Boston. I know punk was big in Boston, but I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll look into that. Let's try this beer here.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, that's tasty.
So this is a blonde ale, as mentioned. Totally crushable.
Very crushable.
I'd crush it.
Yeah, refreshing. Let me try this again.
You want to wish I had, Jay? A glass. Just so I can see what it looks like in a glass. I don't mind drinking from the can.
Next time.
Sometimes a glass is good.
I just want to see it.
Right.
I'm not super
I'll be
concerned
honest.
about
I drink it a little fast when it's in a glass.
that too.
I do. We're doing a show. Let's sip it. But you're right. There's going to be some folks that are going to be wondering what the pourability is like.
Well, you'll notice, and we'll probably talk about this more in other shows, but there are some craft brews. I've been noticing it more and more. If you take the time to read the can, it'll say right on it, this beer is designed to be cold and opened and drank from the can.
Yeah.
Without hesitation. So the brewers sometimes will specify that
So I'm not.
they don't actually want you to pour it out.
For a blonde ale, I don't think it's necessary to drink out of a glass. Like I said, I just wanted to see it, what it looked like.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree.
When we're doing IPAs,
Yeah.
and you actually want a bulb or something,
Yeah.
you know, kind of like a snifter-looking glass.
Do you want me to dig up some glasses for when we crack those open? The
Maybe.
IPAs? Maybe.
Even if we have like sampler size glasses, just for the sake of the visual.
Sure.
Fucking can ain't good enough for Mikey.
Oh,
Dude, the can's gorgeous.
it is a beautiful can.
Now you want to pour it into a glass.
It looks like an old-timey theater on the front.
It does. You know, given the origins of the name, I would think it would have like a mohawk on it or something. But that's cool.
Yeah, right. Just want to mention, if you do want to find out where you can find Lithermans beers, there's a couple places on their website. They actually have a beer locator built in. I think Mikey uses an app. I
use Untapped, yeah.
Untapped is the one I have as well. But I will point out for folks that you definitely want to call the stores first, because sometimes those apps aren't updated quite as fast.
So Mike has poured some of his beer into a water bottle.
I'm noticing
and
this.
now it looks like he dribbled a little bit of pee into the bottle.
It definitely looks
That's exactly what it looks like.
But you know what? Just tasting it,
Yeah.
I could tell this is what it looks like. Nice, clear, crisp, refreshing. You know,
Yeah.
small bubbles.
Sure.
This is actually very good. As someone who drinks an awful lot of IPA, I get really excited when I like something that's not an IPA.
Right.
And this is very nice. Very easy. Very easy. Very, very good. Good job, Lithermans.
Kudos.
We like your Sunday matinee, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. Cheers, boys. Slancha. We should go up sometime. Concord's not that far.
No, it's not.
That wasn't far at all.
Easy peasy.
We're out of the greater Boston area, most of us, so
We sure are.
shouldn't be too hard to get up there and visit. I'd like to go when they have their pop-up kitchen. Get some food, too.
Yep.
I like food.
I like food. I also like that a lot of these microbrews, independent craft brewers, are partnering with a second small business where they have a food truck.
I think that's wonderful. Yeah, I read that in the email we got from Lithermans, and yeah, I think that's great. And I think what a good little
You don't think
business
it's the
model.
same food truck there, or does it
No, they
rotate?
just said frequent food trucks, so it sounds like they're rotating around.
Okay.
You know, different food trucks and different days.
Love it.
Absolutely. You're lucky that you can.
It's pretty fruity for a blonde ale.
I am getting some fruit. At first, it was like hop for me, and then I'm getting that fruit now.
I drank it.
Oh, they actually have their little flavor profile here. Looking at lemon drop, El Dorado hops.
I drank an awful lot of pumpkin beer last night, so I think my taste buds might be burnt off. I'm not picking up the fruit so much. But
I am on the back end. Yummy, yummy in my tummy.
so what else is going on?
Nothing much. Mandalorian Season 2 is coming out October 30th.
Not soon enough.
And I wanted to get you guys' take on this. Now, just to let everybody know where we're coming from, we're fans of the Star Wars universe.
Yes.
Yes.
I would
Alright.
say at this point, disgruntled fans.
Fair. We'll get into that. But we are
Good
fans of the universe.
I
For
don't
sure.
really have a lot of critiques on the Mandalorian, though.
We'll also get there, too, I think. True. But none of us here are total... Well, we do nerd about it, but we're not... There are other people out there that dive into every detail, that have seen every piece of media that's been put out with the Star Wars universe. I think Baru's watched the Clone Wars animated
I have.
series.
Highly enjoyable.
What have I done? I read the Timothy Zahn books back in the 90s.
I read a few of those that you actually gave me. The Hand of Thrawn series. I believe it was a 3-book.
3 books.
Little series. He's written a lot more than that, obviously.
Yeah.
And but yeah, really good stuff.
Tales of the Bounty Hunter. I read that.
You think Darth Vader's scary? Try reading about Thrawn.
Thrawn, for real, dude.
He's incredible.
So we know stuff about it. Well, wait a minute. I also did play the card game in the 90s.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I actually played the MMO as well.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You played the card game and the MMO?
And the RPG.
You're calling us...
There's a role-playing game like Dungeons and Dragons version.
Jay and I are old enough to have watched
both Ewok movies.
Made for TV Ewok movies.
Both Ewok movies.
Oh, that holiday special?
No.
It was Son of the Moon of Endor.
Yeah.
Caravan of Courage was one of them. I don't remember the other one.
Yeah, no, there was 2 movies just about Wicket and all the Ewoks, and
So bad.
Yeah, I remember being
so bad, so good.
Like probably 7 or 8 years old and watching that, and even back then I couldn't make it through 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, it didn't have lightsabers, and now we have too many lightsabers.
I'm going to watch that later.
Dude, tell me if it holds up. You know who's in it? In one of the first or the second Ewok movie there's the diabetes guy that does the oatmeal.
Brimley?
Yes. He's in there, and he's got a little pet Ewok sub.
That's right. He
guy,
was.
creature.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But Mandalorian, I've got to say.
What a great show.
What a legacy, the diabetes guy.
Thank you, Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of my hero right now.
He's come a long way since Gutter.
Yeah.
Gutter from PCU.
Yeah, for sure.
Blow me where the Pampers is.
Just one little binger to brighten up your day.
Just one.
Just one hit. But I feel like the Mandalorian is what we've wanted the Star Wars universe to be for a long time.
Yeah,
of course. I think one of the things I love about it is the simplicity. There's nothing too complicated or overthought with the show.
And they're not afraid to do a standalone episode.
Yes.
There's an underlying story that doesn't necessarily come into play. I mean, the one, what episode was it with Bill Burr?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't really integral to the plot.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a good episode.
It was awesome.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
We got to see some Twi'leks.
Yep.
I know that was an episode that got a bit of flack.
Sure.
From the quote community.
Yep.
Why?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry, which episode was that again?
The prison ship?
Prison Break.
Oh, see, that was actually one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the flack would have been. I actually remember talking about this one with my wife, and I remember, they're kind of unveiling the prison ship in the show, and I'm thinking, wow, this is so cool. And so here's this floating kind of abandoned jail in the reaches of space, and my only issue with the show was that like the set pieces of the ship looked like new. It didn't look really run down,
really busted
or anything. But I mean, what a silly complaint to have. I mean,
sure.
Like we said, I think The Mandalorian really is one of the best things Star Wars fans have gotten in a very, very, very long time.
And it's raw. People die.
Yeah,
gruesome.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And stormtroopers kind of badass, not the bumbling idiots we were led.
Yeah. Somewhat.
I will say one of my favorite scenes from the season 1 finale.
Yeah.
Was the intro, the opening.
Yeah.
With the
the 2 guys,
speeder
guys, just back and forth. Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
You just want to see it. We should check on it, make sure it's alive. You just want to see it. You got to look at it for like a second.
Right.
Moff just killed someone for interrupting him.
Yeah, good stuff.
That guy seemed to come out of nowhere. I know he was like in the last 2 episodes or something, the Grand Moff, and now he's like a badass. And before him, what Moff did we ever have? I'm trying to think.
Tarkin.
Tarkin.
Yeah.
That was it?
Yep.
So Moffs are kind of a big deal.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what a Moff is.
I don't know, like a governor maybe? They
must-
seem to be high up in the military.
Is it like a high-ranking
Yeah,
Admiral?
super high ranking.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Thrawn was an admiral when we were talking about Thrawn.
Sure.
Kev, what's a Moff? Ask Google.
There we go.
On it.
I always figured it would be like some type of like right-hand man to whoever is like in charge of the Empire.
Yeah.
Like from, you know,
I'm pretty sure he runs the military aspect of the Empire.
Sure.
I think. That's my guess.
That's a good guess.
Kev will tell us in a second.
Well, it's giving me
the guy that
Grand Moff
plays
Tarkin's biography. That's not helping.
the guy that plays Moff,
Yeah.
Moff Gideon is his name.
Gideon.
So I had never seen Breaking Bad up until recently.
Mhm.
I watched Breaking Bad. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And you guys haven't seen The Boys yet.
I've seen a little bit.
I haven't finished the second season, but I'm watching it now. It's a great show.
He's amazing.
It's amazing.
He's a great bad guy.
He's back. What guy does he play in The Boys?
He comes to play in the second season.
Oh, he's in the second. Oh, never mind.
Second
Okay.
season.
Oh, that's
He's
right,
like the
yeah.
executive in charge of Vought.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. He's the one who was talking to, who's the main superhero guy?
Homelander.
Homelander. Yeah, he was the one who like backed Homelander down even. Like they did like an eye to eye and he's like, "Grr."
That's right.
He
Yeah.
totally backed him down, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that was messed up.
So Moff was the rank held by the sector governors of the First Galactic Empire. I'm trying to paraphrase this as best
Speak
I
English, damn it.
can. Apparently there's only one Grand Moff at any time.
Okay.
Who can
Oh,
okay.
overrule any other Moff.
Okay.
So
there
there's
are
little Moffs
There's
and
little
Grand
Moffs and Grand Moff.
Unfortunately,
One Grand Moff.
Up to 20 Moffs, but
Wow.
only one Grand Moff.
Moff.
That's a lot more Moffs than I expected.
Unfortunately, they do not have the power to change the name of their rank. They're stuck with Moff.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
I'm sure it sounds cool on their planet.
I wonder
Just
if
in case they get too serious, somebody could say, "Okay, Moff."
Ooh, yeah.
Killing
Not
an officer for
grand.
interrupting them.
so. I guess are we still talking about Mandalorian?
Yeah, whatever.
I guess kind of like, you know, one of the things that really makes it so good and so kind of exciting as Jay said, you know, we're all fans of the universe, you know, since the prequel trilogy, you know, obviously we got those 3 major installments, right? Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And then the other 2, whatever they are, who cares? And, you know, Force Awakens was okay. But then I think a lot of our gripes start to come in after that movie because there's just some really fundamentally,
They really rearranged
yeah,
canon.
yeah. And it's just really, really so disappointing as a
It's
fan
like
of
they
the
stole
universe.
something from us.
Right. You know, I can't stress that enough. Like we all really love what Star Wars is and really what it could be. And I feel like, you know, like Mike said, you know, we were robbed, I think.
Yeah.
And,
They throw out a lot of really good Luke material.
like I said, I drank a lot of pumpkin beer last night, so I'm not ready to dive into the details right this second of why those other 2 movies were so bad, but I'm sure the others can do that. So anyways, we got those 2 movies, and then what was the one that was really good? Rogue One. That was another good one.
was good.
I liked Rogue One a lot.
I've learned to appreciate Rogue One after the fact.
Yeah,
I didn't think much
Saw
of
it
it
the first time. I expected something different.
Right.
Saw it the second time. Really liked what it was.
The same
Saw
thing
it the
happened
third
to me.
time.
Once
It's more than just a plot hole filler.
Sure. Once
You
I
know.
learned to appreciate it as a fan service, I enjoyed it a lot more the second time.
Me
Thank
too.
you for the fan service.
I've seen that 4 or 5 times at this point. I remember, I think we all went to see it at a Chunky's.
I believe we did.
And I remember we all walked out and we were kind of shrugging our shoulders like, what the heck was that? And like,
Well, we thought it was an entire movie based off of one line in Star Wars in New Hope, and
kinda
that
was.
it kind of was,
this,
yeah.
was
many
this when we
Bothan
got
spies died to bring us this information.
was this when we got turned off at Chunky's, or was that a different movie?
What's that, Kev?
Was this when we got turned off at Chunky's, or was this a different movie? For anyone who doesn't have Chunky's in their area, it is a movie theater that brings you beer and food as you watch the movie.
I like Chunkies.
And you sit in a Lincoln Cadillac, Lincoln or a Cadillac
These
car seat.
reclining car seats.
I also
Huge
like
tables.
Chunkies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good.
If it had a better sound system, it'd probably
Hey,
be
I was
like
just going to say that.
Sure.
That's really their only downfall. But I mean,
some
if you
good
want to
speakers,
chill
junkies.
in a nice caddy seat with wheels that reclines and drink a pitcher of beer and have some chicken fingers,
What
that's
we
where
would
you
go
want to
see
go.
when they shut us off. Yeah, because there was 4 of us.
Yeah.
We got 4 pitchers of beer,
sure,
which is
pretty reasonable.
very reasonable. We're not small people.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
And the
I'm
pitcher of beer.
6'4", he's 6'4", he's 6'2", 3, 6'2". You know,
And
we're not small people.
The pitcher of beer, I think, is only like
And we do drink.
48 ounces or something.
I don't
So
even
it's
think
like
it's that much. I think it's like 30 ounces.
Yeah, so I
it's
mean,
not
it's
much
only-
bigger than like a big 22 ounce mug or something
It's
you
not
would
a
get
big,
at a
not a
restaurant.
big. Yeah, you get like 3 or 4 glasses out of it.
yeah.
You know, that's one for
Those
each of
are-
us.
Those are small glasses they have there too.
True. Yeah. You know. Plus, you guys are always ordering fucking Bud Light or something, so it's not like
Yeah,
it's not like we're getting shit faced.
you get full before you get drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were getting Sam.
and you know they're kind of inconsistent because I went to see not the newest Rambo, but like the one before that years ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I went with my good friend Toad, and they did not shut us off. We
They really should have.
Oh man, dude, we were there. I mean, we drank through the rolling credits. I think you know they were breaking out the vacuums, and we were stuffing bottles of beer into our jackets. Oh shit! I said jacket. Anyway, yeah, they didn't shut us off. They definitely should have.
I'm halfway done my matinee.
I am taking my time with this, which is also a sign that it's good. Mm-hmm. This Lithermans Limited Sunday matinee. I really think we should write them and tell them to put a mohawk on the can.
Okay.
Like an actual hairy mohawk.
Like a hairy mohawk? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you
like
need-
on the
you need
tab,
hair.
man. You have to peel the mohawk back.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that just.
Uh-oh.
It was a vampire movie from the 80s. The Lost.
Yeah, Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. Remember that scene where Bill from Bill and Ted
Yeah.
pulls the guy's skull back when they go to feed? He stops and he peels back and he gives him a reverse mohawk. Essentially,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
it was sick. That always just stuck in my brain. Like that scene just kind of
I have no recollection of that scene.
Are you sure you're thinking about Lost Boys?
100%.
You know,
Yep. It
that-
was Bill from Bill and Ted, and he took he scalped a guy.
That movie's probably a cult classic. I tried watching it a few years ago. I didn't think it aged very well.
It didn't
Totally.
age very well, but they haven't made a whole lot of vampire movies that are better than it either.
I would like to object to that statement, if I may.
You may proceed, brother.
There's a little movie called Interview with a Vampire.
I said not many. Didn't say many.
Okay, fine. Not many. Fine. But there's a few.
I was saying the
Bram
ratio.
Stoker's Dracula, the one with, speaking of
That was
Bill,
the
it
next
had
one
Ted.
I was going to mention.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Keanu Reeves was in that?
Yes.
It was incredible.
It was
right.
incredible. Yeah, really
So
good. I
the
like that one,
ratio
too.
of good vampire movies to bad vampire movies is not in its own
There's
favor.
probably been more good vampire movies than ninja movies.
Wow, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Some ninja movies are supposed to be bad.
This is absolutely true.
Ninja 9, The Domination, is
Was that 9? That was 3.
Ninja
3.
9,
Ninja 3.
The Domination
Hang on.
You know,
is a cinematic
I'm
masterpiece.
Googling it.
my oldest daughter. This is so funny. This just came up. My oldest daughter. She's 7, and she has a little.
Ninja 3, The Domination, 1984.
Nice. She has a little Kindle that she plays games on, and she's really into some game where she's a ninja, and it's just like a running game where you get coins and stuff. And I was like, oh, so I'm laying in bed. She's like, I like ninjas, so I look up ninjas on Amazon Prime, and I was happy to find out that there are like hundreds of free ninja movies you can watch. And
The 3 ninjas.
Yes.
It's just a little blonde bowl kid.
yeah, man, I loved that first one when I was a kid. And those went down really quick after the first one.
Yeah.
The first one probably wasn't good either, but anyways, yeah.
Oh, American Ninja.
American Ninja.
Also
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. Awful.
Yeah.
I
He
still
had the
maintain that
white
Ninja
suit.
Turtles holds
Why
up.
would a ninja have a white suit?
You really wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to stick out. And
What
get
if
a-
he- what
We're
if
not
he's a
here to
snow
poke
ninja?
plot holes
Yeah, right.
in
What if he's a snow
1980s
ninja?
ninja fad movies.
Yeah. You could have
We
a snow
all had our
ninja.
Chinese stars.
Next
Yes,
We
we did.
all had our bokens.
Oh, no doubt.
You know, remember the little noisemaker, the little plates?
Yep.
Who would we be without ninjas? I don't even know.
I
Successful
shudder to
individuals?
think.
I don't know.
It's Ninja's fault.
So many years filled with delusions of grandeur.
So I
Then
wonder.
the reality hit. We can't climb walls.
Can't.
No,
That's the thing. You
we
know,
go with
it's
the claws.
Yeah, you're like,
not
someday
climbing.
I'll scale that castle wall or be able to climb it. Yeah, so, you know, we let ourselves down.
You have to be
It's
quiet
been
as a
hard ever
cat.
since.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Silent. Not with these.
6'4".
Not with these. No. So I wonder if that's a thing. You know, we like ninjas.
Yep.
And Star Wars has, you know, your Boba Fett's and your stormtroopers. These are also fully suited and masked individuals that are kicking butts. And then or Darth Vader even. Do we just like warriors in full suits?
Or we like what we liked when we were children, and that's what was available, and
that's
we may be suffering from a case of arrested development.
That might be it.
Grow up.
Yeah. You're right.
Fuck that. Dude, I'm 39 years old. If I haven't grown up, it ain't happening.
What is the fear? What are we afraid of? What we hope to see, what are we afraid is going to happen?
I think any one
That
of
it
us
gets
could
woke.
answer this question.
I am afraid that they are going to somehow incorporate the recent trilogy into Mandalorian to solidify
Shoehorn it in.
What, the
Because
Kathleen
they-
Kennedy?
Yeah, because they know. I still think rumors of a remake are just that. But if there's
There's a-
that much support for a remake, like you didn't
A
hear,
do-over.
you didn't hear cries for a do-over of the prequel trilogy, and that was pretty bad.
Well, you just mentioned
True.
two things that both have to do with Jon Favreau. So, you know, the Mandalorian is what it is because of Jon Favreau. The rumors of the remakes are because of Jon Favreau. He is right now like,
Put him in charge.
I mean, Christ, this guy is
conversation.
like the closest thing to a living god that I can
Yeah.
think of.
Dude, he's
I'm
killing
just-
it.
I'm
He's absolutely
terrified.
killing it. I love it.
Yeah.
Terrified that they are going to force his hand. I do not believe he will have any say in the matter.
Here's the thing. Disney likes money. And
They like
Disney
money.
realizes that they're making a lot more money. Like, they're going to get paid for a shitty movie. It
You've
doesn't
seen
matter.
how much less money they've made in the past few years. They like making money. They like not admitting when they fucked up even more.
Imagine the ramifications if they do a remake. If they do a remake, is that opening the door for a remake of season 8 on Game of Thrones?
Please.
Can we please do that?
Well, I was worried about that. Are they going to Game of Thrones this? Are
I don't
they
see why
going
not. Because weren't those writers doing? Didn't those guys leave the show to do the writers of Game of Thrones? Weren't they going to do Star Wars? Or?
They were. And then they fucked up season 8
Yeah.
so bad nobody wanted them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, they got nothing better to do. So yeah,
Yeah, they're doing some Chinese movie or book adaptation for Netflix. I think is it Netflix or Amazon?
Oh.
I think it's Netflix, but I'll still watch it.
you know these franchises. You know, Game of Thrones, Mandalorian. You know, Star Wars. You know, you guys. You know, we're talking about dollars. I mean, I don't think we're alone in being so thirsty for just something that is cohesive and genuine and feels good when you watch it. And like we get that with Mandalorian. Like we mentioned, you know, those last two major installments for Star Wars are just junk. And you know, I'm all for a remake. And the thing is, so what? You made a mistake. You made millions on that mistake, and now you're going to do it right, and you're going to make more millions. And
I think that would be amazing.
And someone, probably Jon Favreau, is going to be a legend forever.
Wait, you guys don't like that we can now destroy Imperial starships
Yep. Here we go.
on horseback?
Here it comes.
On fucking crossbow.
It's so funny because
That's a thing now.
yeah, that was just hard. You know, I don't think we get as fans. I don't think we get too into like the ridiculousness of like, you know, the science fiction aspect, but like that was just over the top bad.
Dude, I thought it was the most badass thing that Luke could stop a blaster with his little helmet on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was like, this is the Force.
Yeah.
This is the pit. This is the top of the Force. And he's
Right.
sitting there,
Right.
stopping those blaster bolts from the little training droid on the
And
on the Falcon.
And guess what? After that, he got better at it.
And then he got better.
And he was the best Jedi that ever Jedi'd in the history of Jedi.
No doubt. And that brings
That
us
thing
to
they used to do when the hero wasn't awesome at first, and they became awesome later. It's like a
Do the opposite of that.
It's like a hero's journey.
Journey.
Some kind.
Journey. Hero's journey. That sounds good.
Yeah. And
Let's do
now
that.
Luke is a bumbling, grumpy hermit.
Yeah, and the thing is, going back to
walrus
the
milk.
Timothy Zahn books, you're reading about, Luke and in his time, after Empire Strikes Back.
Training new Jedis and stuff.
Dude, I mean, he is just unstoppable. It's so fun to read about him, and he had a whole life of, crusading and Jediing around the
Memory
universe.
serves, he lived to be like 130, died peacefully.
Yeah.
He didn't die in some great epic battle. He went on all kinds of adventures with his son.
Instead of Force projecting himself.
And so as fans who never got to see any of that, that makes me really sad. And the Luke we got, I mean, was just really terrible. And I mean, Mark Hamill even said it himself. And if you know Star Wars, you know how bad it is. It's really terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish he'd have walked off.
Worse if you've read any Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've read any Star Wars and seen how much material they burnt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it like physically makes me sad that we got such a misguided, poorly written Luke. Anyway.
All right.
Now I'm sad.
Well, we're going to make everybody happy. I'm going to go get the IPAs.
Yeah, final notes on this Sunday matinee. I'm enjoying it.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. That was really crushable. I could drink like 100 of those.
Yeah.
Normally,
I think
normally not a English blonde fan.
Yeah, I'm always
going down
hesitant
nice.
to try ales. Like I said, I'm usually an IPA guy. Well, that's a pretty can.
That's a really pretty can.
It reminds me of like that band that I don't listen to.
Aerosmith.
Bullet for my Valentine or something.
It's a heart with a devil's tail coming out the bottom, a halo on top, and wings that are half white and half red.
It's like the most indecisive first tattoo you could ask for.
What's the horsepower on this one?
Hang on, I'm still
This
finishing
beer
my
is a
mohawk.
result of Doc Jones getting in touch with his inner angry Smurf.
Oh, boy.
A true New England IPA loaded with 4 pounds of hops per barrel. That's a good amount. Don't get mad, child. Might be me, might be my friends. I might need an alibi. It all depends.
Oh, I've always liked that lyric.
So happy
7.5%.
Happy Sunday, everybody. I think this is, especially for Mike and I, kind of a hair of the dog situation, and things
Oh,
things
it
are
is.
starting to look up.
Yep. I got some spicy chicken nuggets in my belly.
There you go.
Yeah, that was probably the best.
Oh, you're bringing up Chicky Nugs.
Chicken nuggies.
That was
So
probably
we got to
the
talk
best.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, how did
wait.
he get associated with chicken nuggies or whatever it
I'm
is?
curious. We might go down that rabbit hole. I don't know. Let me take a sip of this IPA.
I wasn't aware there was a connection.
Yeah,
Oh,
was there
wow.
a meme or something?
I think there's
It
several.
probably was. Yeah.
Dude, that is. I'm just smelling
I can't
that.
be
It's fruity.
expected to keep up with all the Baby Yoda memes.
No, and I get why everybody thinks he's cute and stuff.
Oh, that's what
Max.
I'm talking about.
Okay, so here we go. Misguided
yeah,
Angel.
cheers.
Let me try this. Then we'll talk about the child.
That's a beer.
Holy.
I like that.
Oh fuck
I'm
yeah!
going to tell you what this one's going to look like, too.
Oh,
This is gonna
nice job, Lithermans, on the
medium hazy.
That's a
misguided.
hazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hazy. I like a hazy. For a long time, I didn't think I like hazy.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think what it is I don't tend to really enjoy like a German style unfiltered, and those are a little hazy.
Yeah.
But a hazy IPA, dude, I'm all over
Although
it.
there's a difference between hazy and yeasty.
Sure, yeah,
And I think a lot
but
of
I mean
German
the
ones
color,
with like the sediment on the bottom.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not a fan, really.
You getting grapefruit in that?
Yep.
Getting
Oh,
grapefruit.
yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, this
A lot
is
of
awesome.
citrus.
Yeah.
Oh, citrusy, piney. That's what I like. That's good stuff. I
Not
noticed
as piney as most New England IPAs I've had, to be honest.
So,
Which is fine.
so
I order a
fragrant,
lot of
so
beers
good.
through Tavor or
Yeah.
Tavor or whatever. There's some argument on how to pronounce it, but and I get all these IPAs from all over the U.S. Alaska, Montana, California, Oregon, Tennessee, everywhere. And I I find a lot of them do blend together, so I like it when I find something like this that balances hops and fruit.
Yeah.
Where it's not just all hop bomb or citrus bomb.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a really nice balance. Again, for a 7.5 or whatever it is.
7.5.
It's also crushable.
Yeah. No, really nice job on this one. Really
Careful
good.
with this one.
I know. I might drink this one.
This one's a little higher. Did we mention that? This is the last one was 5 point something. This is 7.5. So this will pack a punch, which is perfect.
Yeah.
Like it goes in sweet, goes down bitter.
Yeah, right?
This is great. I like this. I'm going to keep this can. This is going on the Wall of Fame.
You can keep that can.
So do you guys feel like having a little cute green baby alien in the best Star Wars thing we've seen in a long time pulls down the show?
Nope.
At all? I don't either.
Because they haven't had him be the cute bumbling thing.
And
And
hasn't
it would
said
have
a
been
damn
really
word.
easy to fall into.
He kind of is the cute bumbling thing, but I'm not bothered by it. I think it's super cool because people call him Baby Yoda, and I think that creates a false picture for some people because it's not Yoda. We know nothing about the child. Obviously, we know that it looks like
You don't
Yoda.
think this is a clone of Yoda?
I don't know.
Well,
Or an
actually, no, wait a minute,
incarnation.
'cause let's put together the timeline. The child is 50 years old, correct?
Sure.
This this story starts 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Don't know.
It's 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, let's run with that.
I thought it was longer than that, but I trust you.
I'm 98% certain it's 5 years after Return of the
Kev?
Jedi.
I'm on.
Google me. Thank
Kev's
you.
Googling.
Go ahead.
So what was happening 50 years before? When did the Clone Wars take place?
I mean, it seems reasonable.
when the Jedi were really involved in
Sure.
the clones and everything, maybe Yoda's like, why not?
That doesn't sound like Yoda, but you know
Maybe
what else
someone
didn't sound
else.
like Yoda is him jumping around with a laser sword and
Yeah, but
5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Thank you.
yeah.
good job.
So, I mean, I'm not ruling that out. I kind of hope you guys are wrong. I think it would be much more interesting to discover more about the species of Yoda and where he comes from.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
And where the child came
That
from.
would kill the story.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it needs to be a mystery.
You know, if
It has to be a mystery.
Agreed. I like that, but I have always wanted, you know, and I've said this before in our, you know, campfire conversations. If there was a book on Yoda, right, just Yoda, the life and times and adventures of Yoda, you know, we're talking.
It's a novella.
Yeah, it's you know, thousands of pages. It's a tome.
Sure.
Ponderous tome.
Yes, a ponderous tome.
I mean, he was what, 350?
What?
It's like
No,
900.
when 600 years old, he
900.
reached
900.
Jesus.
something like that.
Damn,
He was-
sorry, I
For
didn't mean to offend
800
anyone.
years, he trained a Jedi, but he was not
There you go.
years old.
He was old.
Old.
He was old.
Okay.
So we don't even know if that's. I always thought he didn't look like that. He was just really old. He was probably 6 feet tall at one point, and then just, you know, got old and shrank like old people do. But
turns
no,
out
apparently,
he
no,
always
they
looks
look like that, which is fine.
Flipped
It's
around
fine.
with his lightsaber like a ping pong ball.
Easy.
Flippy flips.
I'm curious what the direction is they're going to take with little baby Yoda. I
Just keep
fear
doing what you're doing, Baby Yoda.
I fear if he starts talking,
Yeah.
that will ruin it for that.
Listen,
has a
Yoda's 900 years
potential
old. He
to
can barely
ruin it for me.
talk.
Yeah. He's 50 years old. He's just still cooing and cawing, which is great. I hope he keeps that up for another 50 years. So, and he just becomes way more powerful with the Force, and he's like,
Okay.
just,
I don't think I'd be
Google
that mad if he says his first word at the end of season 2.
if it's,
What's his first word?
oh god,
What's Baby Yoda's first word?
there's another Skywalker. Fuck.
Oh,
No, please don't.
please, no, Favreau,
No,
don't do it.
it.
Come on. Give John a little credit.
All right.
I will.
Give him a little credit.
Yeah, don't let him get
I did
it.
take a peek. He is directing he's personally directing a handful of episodes next season,
Good.
including
we know how it's
including the
gonna go.
finale.
Yeah, no, he had to rein that in.
Fading out the last scene of season 2.
Oh, Jay almost had beer on his nose.
No.
The screen's gonna go circle black. It's gonna pause for 1 second. He laughs and then it closes.
Oh, God.
He pops out like Porky Pig.
So you guys think you like the clone theory, huh?
I don't like it. I'm just theorizing.
Given the precedence that the new trilogy has been setting, I'm worried about what direction they're gonna go with Yoda.
Did Jon Favreau have anything to do with those movies, the major movies?
No.
Okay, good.
Negative.
That's good. That's
He
reassuring.
remains clean.
What is the
No, but
thought
Jon Favreau
on,
pretty much single-handedly rewrote the superhero movie, because he's the one that did the original Iron Man, which started...
Oh, man, that was a good one.
Well, I suppose the X-Men movies kind of did that a bit.
Those were good, too.
But
Iron
the
Man
start
did it better.
of this Marvel universe, the Avengers, that was Jon Favreau.
Cool.
And I
Cool. I
thank him
didn't
for it.
actually
So
know that.
we
Hallowed be
have
his
him to
name.
thank for my man Thanos.
Yeah, he's your man?
Well,
Are you guys a thing?
we're a thing. So
He's thirsty for Thanos.
What does he do to you? What does he do to you when he snaps his fingers?
I crumble into dust. Of course.
Did you see those things?
Whatever I want.
That universe and those last two movies, I mean, what a relatable character Thanos is, He's a good bad guy. And I mean that in all senses that you can think of it.
Sure. I mean, yeah, he's one of those bad guys that has like a believable gripe with
he's
the human
crazy,
race.
but
Yeah,
you understand.
Sure.
He's
That's what makes him scary, but I mean,
Yeah.
he's a well portrayed crazy person because he doesn't know he's crazy. He thinks he's right.
right.
And he's portrayed as someone who thinks he's right. He's not,
sure.
I'm the
I know
bad guy.
I know there have been other villains in other movies that use similar mechanics. I can't think of them right now because, again, Pumpkin Beer last night. But but yeah, Thanos is awesome. Mike mentioned the first Iron Man and the first X-Men. Those movies were great, and a lot of these other installments, they're cool. Some of them, I don't know. But the Infinity War, that really was so good.
It was amazing.
I saw that in the theater with Kevin here, and man, my jaw dropped to the floor when, Thanos just killed the Hulk. Just beat him up like a kid. I mean, I was like,
That
wow.
made me mad too for the same reasons we're talking about. There was a lot of not canon, but there was already pre-written stories behind that go absolutely out the window.
Right.
I seem to remember for a while, Thanos kept Hulk as a pet.
No way.
He did.
Oh, that's crazy.
He did. But I mean, these are comics. There's
Sure, there's
all
so
kinds
much.
of different
So
writers,
much.
and everyone just gets to rewrite.
Were you upset that we never saw the Thanos copter?
The what?
The Thanos copter?
Sorry
Apparently
about
he
the
had a
can.
helicopter.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Now, when I read about
Now
this,
I'm mad.
when I read about this, I thought they were talking about something else. So I'm glad that wasn't it either.
Okay. Okay.
It was an actual helicopter?
He had an actual whirlybird helicopter.
Oh, man.
That's odd.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Old comics. So,
Oh, okay.
you can't always get, if I'm being honest, as someone who's never read comics, put an asterisk next to it, I see a lot of inconsistencies in comic book timelines.
Oh, well,
To
there's so many
the
different...
point where they pretty much invented the multiverse just to keep up with their own inconsistencies.
Well, it's not that they're inconsistencies. Is that so? As content creators, they're always trying to. Because I went through a period in my early teens where I was reading comics, and you're right. It could seem inconsistent, but there's just a lot of different timelines. It's a lot of what ifs. It's like, what if we did this? What if we did that? And then there's a series on that, and it. I don't know what's considered official and what's not, but there's a lot of what ifs for virtually every character you can possibly think of.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just pointing out how much more difficult it is to stay true to the comic in a movie adaptation when it's like, all right, I have 80 different versions of the comic to stay true to. Which one do I go with? Which ones do I ignore?
Sure. Yeah, I mean that's
Thanos copter. That's out.
Yeah, right. No doubt. That's where my knowledge would fall off. I'm.
We already said no Thanos copter. No to that one either.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
What do we want to see with the Mandalorian? What do we want?
More of the same.
That's such a good question.
More of the same.
So
I want
in
to see, what's her name?
Gina Carano.
Ahsoka.
Oh yeah.
I want
That's
to see
right. She's
Boba Fett.
confirmed, right?
She's confirmed.
Yeah.
Do we want to see Jedi? Or is it doing fine
We want
without
lightsabers.
I don't.
We're going to see Jedi. I'm okay with that, and I'm also okay with the fact that the Mandalorians. What's his name? What's the Mandalorian's name?
Jin
Jin something.
Jin
Yeah,
Jarden,
yeah,
right?
Jarden.
Is that right?
He's never even heard of Jedi.
Nope.
You know, most people in this galaxy have not heard of Jedi.
Speaking of
They were
inconsistencies,
But he had no idea.
No,
He
they
was
were
surprised. You
they
want me
were
to bring
wizards.
this child to space sorcerers?
these things went from a staple in the galactic government to fading into legend within a span of 40 to 50 years.
Well, I mean, it's a big galaxy. The Jedi don't permeate every aspect of it. I mean,
Correct.
this is just a planet over here. Yeah, there's war over here, but the Jedi have their own agenda.
A Mandalorian would have known about Jedi.
Well, it was more than
They've
50
had
years.
several wars with the Jedi Order. It would have come up.
Yeah, it was more
Should
than
have.
50 years though. But it's a good point though. Didn't Luke say something in A New Hope? No, he didn't.
But
No,
what?
Obi-Wan said, "You knew my father?" You know, and he's like, and Obi-Wan's all like, "Yeah, you know, he was a Jedi just like me." And Luke didn't. I don't think I'd have to go back and watch it, I suppose, but I don't think he was all like, "Oh, Jedi, awesome," you know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
But he was stuck on some desert planet in the Outer Rim.
He was specifically
never really heard about
I'm trying to remember.
specifically sequestered away from
Yeah.
any information that
He
could
knew
lead
about
to that.
the rebellion.
Yep.
He knew about the rebellion. That was the current
You want
thing.
to be a pilot, want to be a war hero.
Right. Nothing about Jedi. Nothing about, you know, and Obi-Wan was just the crazy old hermit.
Mhm.
Not a mystical wizard with powers.
And he didn't have to drink one glass of
Green
green
walrus
walrus
milk.
titty milk.
No,
No,
he didn't.
no.
That was that kind of, oh man.
One of many things. There was no single straw that broke the camel's back.
Right.
You know.
You
this
know,
was-
Matt, I go back to Force Awakens. I affectionately call it a false hope now because it was a
such
rehash of A New Hope,
But I was
Which I
okay
wanted.
with that.
which
Which
is
I
fine,
wanted.
because I was looking forward to what happened next. All right, these characters work on screen well
Here we
together.
go.
I
Yep.
can't wait to see
Here we
them
go.
struggle and work together.
Well, all right.
No, it's all good.
It
I
was
like
supposed
it.
to
Go
be
ahead.
the old characters saying goodbye. Here are your new characters. Good luck.
Yeah.
Pushing them off. But they just stretched and pulled and let's make up some new shit. And
Yeah.
Step on it.
Let's kill off everyone except for the one
Pee on
whose
this.
actress actually died.
so sad. But we're okay with lightsabers showing up in The Mandalorian eventually. I mean, you're not going to be able to avoid it. It
I'm
is
sorry,
Star
okay,
Okay,
Wars.
with the dark saber
Of the-
showing up. Fuck yeah.
Of the original
Darksaber. That was
Darksaber.
awesome. So awesome.
Darksaber, which I know that there's a ton of lore about. I do not know much about it other than it's supposedly
It's old.
It's very old, and it belonged to the only Mandalorian Jedi. And it's been passed around. And
That is something I
moved
would
around.
like to know more about. I would read that book like now if I
Right.
knew which one it was. I think like generally, you know, Jedis are cool, but I think if the Mandalorian separates itself as much as possible from the major movies, that'll be good. So, for instance, if we get Jedis that, you know, aren't familiar, you know,
That'd be nice.
aren't like, you know,
Aren't all powerful.
aren't basically I don't want to see Obi-Wan pop up or something.
I don't want any cameos.
No, none. No,
I
this
heard
has
the
to
rumor
not a
about
single one.
Boba Fett making a cameo.
Yeah, I like
and
how
I
they
saw
just,
the
like,
helmet in the preview.
I
And
don't
I'm
want
pretty
to.
sure that was Boba Fett that was walking up to the other assassin, other bounty hunter or assassin, whatever she was,
Sure.
that Mando killed. Those were his spurs. I mean, I'm sure you guys have all seen a video or two saying, yep, that heel spur, that sounds just like Boba Fett.
I hope that they can avoid those pitfalls.
Why is Boba Fett in this? He's not an actual Mandalorian.
Why is Boba Fett not a Mandalorian?
He just likes the armor.
He just likes the armor. How did he get Mandalorian armor? And
Was his dad's armor?
It's actually in that book, I believe, that I read back in the 90s called Tales of the Bounty Hunter.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not going to say what I think it was. I will, but I could be wrong. I might be remembering this wrong, but I'm pretty sure he killed somebody for it.
Okay.
And took their armor.
The armor his dad wore?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Was that Django's armor?
Listen, is that mentioned in any? My mind is kind of blown right now. Like, Boba Fett isn't a Mandalorian.
No.
He wears He's a bounty hunter that wears Mandalorian armor.
How do we know that?
Well,
aside from the book, is that mentioned in the movies?
As much as I hate to reference this movie, according to Attack of the Clones, Boba was one of the clones made from Django, only he asked to have one that he could raise himself as opposed to one that would go
He
through
wanted
the
one
program.
unaltered clone.
Yeah.
So it's like literally
One that didn't age at an accelerated rate.
Yep.
One that didn't
One that wasn't
sleep in a computer
pre-programmed
bed.
to-
Oh, this is so interesting. I guess I really know like nothing about Boba Fett.
Yeah, I was always under the impression that Boba Fett was a bounty hunter that wore Mandalorian armor. That's it. It never specifically said he was a Mandalorian. And the stuff that I'm remembering, and I'm sure that folks out there might disagree and will have 1,000 books or comics or shows to point out, but that's what I got. Well, hey, we got about 5 minutes left
to do what?
To round out the hour.
Oh, what do you guys
Is
want
there
to talk
anything
about?
on Mandalorian we did not cover?
Lots.
Well, so much. I'm very much looking forward to season 2. I hope that they don't fuck with the recipe that has been successful, and they don't ruin that.
I'm always
because
hopeful.
I'm loving it.
I'm always someone who has faith and tries to look at the silver lining, and I think that Jon Favreau is, hopefully taking this very seriously. I know he's got some issues with the.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Thank you.
She's out.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, she is.
She's on her way out.
Oh, she's driven and capable. Whatever. It's all good. It's just she was dangerous for Star Wars. I feel that's all. And so as long as John can keep doing his fan service thing and give us a sci-fi western that's just as good as season 1, I think we'll be okay.
Agreed.
I'm wondering if there's going to be a lot less standalone episodes, if any, in this next season, because I feel like the plot's really moving forward now. Now there's a mission. I feel like every episode, no matter how standalone-ish, will forward that major plot.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a mission, and so there's going to be a journey, so there's going to be, obstacles on the way. So I think they'll definitely get 1 or 2 standalone episodes.
Do we know if Gina Carano is going to be in season 2?
God, I believe so.
I actually really liked her character.
Yeah,
she
I
did
thought
really
that
well.
was such a great
Shock Troopers are badass.
casting. Even, what's that guy's name? Is it Bill Burr, the comedian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's from Space Boston.
Yeah, right. He was surprisingly good. He didn't bother me. He's all right.
I mean, I get if people are bothered that he can't turn off the accent, but like I said, Space Boston.
I know. He's like
Fucking.
Ken.
he's like so obnoxious and somewhat funny, but I didn't feel like he was like super.
Get your
obnoxious.
blasters out, Ken.
Yeah,
the blaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going up to Space Bar Harbor.
He was only in that one prison ship episode, right? Yeah, and then he died, right? Yeah.
I don't
think
know
he
that
got
died.
landed. Show him
I think he
dying,
just
yeah.
left him in a cell. I think he just locked everyone in a cell.
that's
I don't
right.
think he really killed anyone, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's right. That was a
They're
great
not losing
episode.
their balls.
If people are complaining about that episode, I think that's kind of silly. That really was
I
one
think
of
people are
my
just desperate to
favorites.
complain about something.
Yeah, I'm not. I am not. I love Star Wars. I really do. I love its concepts and its characters. I just don't love
people
the story
that are
we got in that
fucking up the
major
story.
trilogy.
Right.
Spent all these years thinking, how hard can it be to make a good Star Wars product? Apparently,
Merchandising.
it's harder than
Gotta have
we thought.
merchandising.
I mean, it looked great. There was a couple cool
Sure.
scenes here and there, but I mean, what's his name? See, I can't even remember. This is bad. I can't even remember the villain. What's his stupid name?
Oh, Snoke.
The other one. Snoke was all right.
Emperor.
Darth Vader's prodigy. the Sith guy. What's the red lightsaber?
Maul.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. Thank you, Christ. So, like, I had...
So memorable.
Yeah.
He wasn't...
I had a mental block. I don't know. He was just so terrible. He was like a child, and he's like,
They straight up portrayed him like a child.
Yeah, they
he
did.
Had temper tantrums
and that was just terrible. I mean, he should have been as terrifying, if not more, than Darth Vader. And like, and then him and Rey fight, and like she even stands a chance. I mean, and there was an article on this and it's actually kind of spot on where they say, he was all but disemboweled during that fight. Like, he was severely, severely injured, which I get, but still, he could have crushed her with his hand from 20 feet away. Yeah. Like, it makes no sense. He could have pushed her off a cliff. He could have done anything. I mean, she was dead meat. There's no reason.
I know I've said this to you guys before, but all I want to see is Darth Vader use the Force to rip someone's skeleton out of their body.
Right in the Realm Studios
rip the dude's skeleton out, turn it around, and shove it back in backwards.
And now
why didn't anybody tell me I have such a big ass?
The muffled scream coming out of the back of his head. Speaking of Darth Vader, obviously Moff Gideon has an affinity for Mandalorian artifacts.
Yeah.
Just having the Darksaber.
Sure.
That. Anyone else notice his suit looks a lot like Darth Vader's?
It sure does. I noticed the little black thing with the little red and
so symbol. Apparently that is a Moff badge.
Yeah, but why is it a hard...
They did not mention.
That's fine.
You can tell by all the Moffs.
Yeah, but I've never seen a Moff with hard armor before. So he's a battle Grand Moff.
Or a cape.
Or fly a TIE fighter.
Or fly a TIE fighter.
Why isn't he getting caddied around?
Can I bring up one area of Mandalorian that I was kind of disappointed with?
God
damn it. I wanted to end on a high note, but go.
Only because we focused on the final episode. Within one episode, it went from take this jetpack, learn how to use it, or it won't respond to you. 10 minutes later, I'm Superman. It's like he
looked a little shaky. And he did have training. He did have training when he was young.
Right.
Sure.
You're looking for picking.
He didn't look shaky enough.
We're going to end on a good note. Two things. Baby Yoda.
Yep.
Is still untouched and safe.
I have no issues with
Boglin.
I have no issues with the child.
And two, this Litherman's Limited Misguided Angel is actually Biggity Bomb.
Thank you for these beers. These are good.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Nice job. I can't wait until we review some beer that we hate.
Yeah, what do we do if we get a beer that we hate?
It's going to be brutal.
Get it?
Brutal.
Brutal.
BREW. I'm spelling it out for you. Brutal. That's our show. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, it's our first one. Hopefully it wasn't too...
Got any more of these beers?
Yeah, I got something else.
Yeah, we got to end the podcast to drink the rest of these beers.
We're going to end the podcast right now and drink the rest of the beers, and we will try and put out another one next month. Hope you can swing by and take a listen. Have a good night. Later.
Thank you.